Happy Sunday, you beautiful people. It's been a long time. It's been over 2-3 weeks since my last video, which I believe was right the day before I was flying home. And so much has been happening, and I was really eager to do some recordings while back in Hungary, but life was just too crazy busy with a lot happening. And I realized that here I have the comfort of me kind of being alone in my own space for a lot of the times. But back home, there was hardly any moments that I would be on my own, and I'm still not very confident with video recording. So I gave it a try, and I actually really struggled, even behind closed doors, just knowing that there was someone else in the household listening to how I was trying to make the video work. But anyways, I'm back and wanted to give you an update on what's been happening and how life has been and the training. It was so amazing to be home. I had a beautiful couple of weeks, super busy. I think, going home for me is so different to someone else just going on holiday, because it's not about relaxing and sleeping and eating, and there is millions of people to see and stuff to do and places to go and things to sort. So it was a very packed stay, obviously, filled with love and support and amazing food from mom, and very nice conversations. It's even if I'm 30, every time I go home, I still feel like I'm a child again. I'm allowing myself to step back into my daughter role, so to speak. But I really struggled with keeping at my training, and it turns out that CrossFit is kind of non-existent in my town, and there was like a private gym sort of thing, which wasn't a gym itself. It's more like a group activity room that is open only for certain classes, and they had some spinning bikes, and there was a really nice spinning instructor that I met on the first class, who would kind of after that let me into the room just so I can keep at it regardless the fact that there was no classes that I could attend, because timing and schedule, and I live about 2 hours away from the capital, so I spent quite a few days just going back and forth between the capital, seeing people doing stuff, and then going back home. So it's been rather challenging. My energy levels certainly weren't what they are here. My focus wasn't there. I had this really weird feeling of feeling guilty for taking that time to training, while I could be just sat at the dinner table with my family, which I can't do here. So it took me some time to get my head around that, and not to feel guilty for taking time out from family and friends, just so I can stick to the training plan as much as possible. But coming back made me really happy in the training respect, so to speak. It feels good to be back to a routine. Routine. I still don't have a routine, because now my life completely flipped over. I'm going to bed the same time that I, used to wake up before I took over the restaurant, and it is going to take some time for my body to get used to, for me to see how I can develop a routine around this new life pace and work schedule and things like that. But one thing I noticed this week is that I find it amazing that I can get my trainings in the morning before I had to work, because then I have kind of my energy levels nearly 100%. Not always, because last night I got in around 5:30 in the morning, and I had to be at the pool by 12 to make it to the first ever triathlon club swim class or practice. Yeah, I will tell you about that later. So some mornings are quite tough with having to make like CrossFit. I had a CrossFit class at 6 o'clock on, I think it was a Thursday morning, and I had about 4 hours of sleep. And you have to get out of bed because you kind of know if you miss the class, then that is your training session completely ruined for the day. And I'm not really confident in doing a CrossFit block on my own. Yeah, it's comforting to have someone to make sure that you're doing the exercises properly and push you where you need to be pushed, and just have that group spirit around you, which I think I love the most about the group fit classes at Twermage. But yeah, today is the final day of week, I don't know how many, week 7 maybe since I started training, and I'm over the moon because I had the first ever it wasn't even a double block, triple block session, so to speak. So started the day off with swimming, going to the swimming pool with the triathlon club, showing my face. I felt like a little, I don't know, baby, toddler among these proper grown-ups and hardcore triathlete people, and me with my pink fins just saying, "Hi, can you teach me how to swim, please?" While everyone is super, well, for me it looks like professional, and it's so elegant to watch all these people do their thing. So that was quite overwhelming, and it can be quite intimidating to enter a group setting where everyone knows everyone and you're not speaking the language, and you know, all these people have been doing triathlons for quite some time, and they have experience, that they know what they are doing, and you're there. Well, I was there not knowing a thing, just yeah, starting from zero. But I think the beauty in it, and I'm sure that I hope one day I will feel the same way about having a complete beginner nearby, is that it's a process, it's a journey, it's a, you know, as they say, even a marathon starts with one single step, and then you just take one step at a time. So I'm trying to keep positive and just look forward to growing and evolving. I feel like my body is getting stronger. Actually, the 2 CrossFit sessions that I had since I got back, it blew my mind, because I can feel that I'm handling weight. Well, I'm saying weight as if it was 100 kilograms. No, it's not 100 kg. I jumped from using 8 kilograms to 10 in a workout that I knew I couldn't have done a couple of weeks ago with 10 kilograms, because it was just out of my reach. And now I managed it. And it's the same thing with burpees, which always killed me, and now they don't kill me that much anymore. And it's beautiful, it's mind-blowing, it's amazing, it's very empowering. Yeah, I kind of really love the momentum that I feel like my body is getting into. So did the swimming, and then I had to come home. I had to take a nap because, yeah, after just getting 4 hours of sleep, I could not have faced cycling for an hour and a half and then doing a half an hour run. So I had a nap, and then headed back to Bern, and yeah, did an hour and a half quite hardcore spinning, and then closed the day off with a gentle 3K run. And then I was there thinking, oh my god, I've just done an hour of swimming, an hour and a half of cycling, and nearly half an hour running. So 3 hours of training, the first 3 hour training day, where I have completed all the 3 disciplines, actually even in order: swimming, cycling and running. So yeah, training is on. The journey is on. I lost track of where I am, which week it is, how many days, month I have until Ironman in Barcelona. For now, I just focus at one day at a time. It's been quite chaotic, as I said, with work and everything else, and my house flat looks like the scene of the Third World War because I just haven't had time to clean and cook and do stuff as I would normally do. So I really look forward to being off work and training tomorrow to catch up on some sleep and get my life under control within the household as well. Yeah, so life is busy, crazy busy. Sleep is still the last thing on my to-do list, but I think I've finally made peace with that one, and it's okay. And actually, last week I was supposed to do 7 days of training, and I allowed myself to take a day off because I felt like I really needed one. So I think I'm getting better at pushing myself as much as I possibly can, and pushing those limits further and further out. But at the same time, I'm learning to know when not to push and when to take a step back and just let myself take a breather, or swap sessions around and just really check in and with my energy levels and reserves, and be better at looking after kind of my inner state of being when it comes to training, which probably I wasn't the best at when I was training for the marathon, because I was so focused at just sticking to what I had in my head, how training was supposed to go, and being very kind of military minded about it, which I think made things more difficult for myself. So it's actually really amazing to have a coach and have a training plan and have people out there that I can reach out to who know exactly what this journey feels like. So yeah, that's me on a Sunday night, nearly around 11 o'clock. But I really felt that me being high on life after my training day, I wanted to share, I wanted to check in, drop by, or have you drop by my living room, say hi, and I shall become a bit more active on the video side as well, because this is still outside of my comfort zone, and practice makes perfect. So yeah, we'll make time to make these videos a bit more regular and probably a bit less lengthy as well, because now we are 13 minutes in, and I remember the first video I did was only 4 minutes, so we'll try to get a feel of where we stand with that. Anyway, beautiful people, I hope you have a great night, sleep tight, sleep well, dream well, and then have a smashing, beautiful, empowering, happy, joyful week ahead of you. And I will see you soon. See you later, alligator. Good night. Bye.